back to another video. My name is Tushawomwe and this is Life with Tushawomwe. Now in this video I'm going to be talking about the one thing people don't tell you about age difference relationships, okay? Again, I'm speaking from experience. I prefer older gentlemen, okay? So this is from experience. Now, we were having a conversation with someone recently, and it actually came up, and I was like, oh my God, I'm actually glad someone has brought this up. So I was like, okay, you know what, we're going to do a video about it because it seems like I'm not the only one who has seen this, okay? Now, a lot of people say age is just a number, No, honey, it's not just a number. It is an actual number. Age is an actual number, and there is an actual age difference. So the fact that no one wants to talk about it, and very few people who actually come out and talk about their relationships, their age different relationships, they don't really mention this. So before we get into the video, if you're new here, again, thank you for coming to watch, okay? Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Again, my name is Tushawomwe. I'm from Uganda. I just started this YouTube channel, so don't be shy, okay? Don't be shy to subscribe. Don't be shy to comment or like, honey. Do not, okay? So I want us to talk about this because a lot of age difference relationships, even the ones we see on social media, very few of them are actually I've not seen any that talks about the fact that the age difference is an actual factor, okay? It's not just a number, it is a number, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I've experienced it. I prefer, as I've said, one thing, I'm going to be honest about myself, and okay, so if you came from TikTok, when you come to my YouTube channel, you get to know me. At least you have an idea of who I am, because on TikTok it's a lot of personalities, there is a lot going on, honey. So I'm being honest about it. Again, I'm speaking from experience. Now let's go ahead and get into the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share, baby. Again, happy new year to all of you. I know I've not said it at the beginning of the video, so happy new year from me to you, baby, and a prosperous one, 2022, from Shwenkazi. I'm Showbizy. On TikTok I'm now called Shwenkazi. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the video of why age is not just a number, but it is a number. Again, this is something I wish a lot of couples that are actually public with their age difference relationships would actually talk about, okay? And the thing is, with the age difference in a relationship, if you're dating an older man, okay, like I do, throughout the years, I noticed that the men have always treated me like I'm a child. There's always that looking at you of like, oh my God, I know much more than her. Like, oh my God, there's always that. And no one wants to talk about it because age difference, yes, is amazing. And personally, what I've learned from them is usually when you have an older partner, the great things I've learned about them are things about finances, about businesses, okay? So, but at the end of the day, even through that process, kind of a mentorship, even through that process, you always look like a kid. Like, oh my God, does she know what she's doing? You know, there's always that of, and no one is talking about it. No one. Because people just simply don't want to be honest about it like that. But that's the honest truth. Even the few men I have seen who date older women, it's always the same. It's always the same. It's just natural. I know a lot of couples actually get to an agreeing ground, but the only way I've figured works is you have to communicate. You're like, listen, I understand you're older than me, but give me that space to understand that I know what I am doing. And usually I encourage people to be like, you know what, I'm making my own mistakes, at least let me make them and learn from them. But when it comes to a point that your partner treats you like a child, it can easily get toxic. That gets to your partner thinking for you, your partner wanting to control every little detail in your life, to the color of shoes you will wear, to that type of shit, which is not healthy. So I believe the best way to approach it is simple communication. Oh yes, and I know a lot of people don't like communication, but usually, personally, and all that, I find it easier, and it's not because of daddy issues. That's just my preference, okay? I prefer older men who are nerds. Simple as that. So if you find yourself in that type of relationship, okay, understand that the key to it is communication. All right? Oh yeah, and I know communication can be hard, but one thing I know is if a couple is trying to be together and work on it, communication is easy, okay? Because relationships are all about meeting halfway, okay? So the issue is, from my personal experience, I remember I would be easy to go off and get nuclear, like, oh my god, why are you like, I would get an attitude over it, or get that nasty attitude of, oh my god, how dare you treat me like a child? Like, if I'm grown enough to get in bed with you, I'm grown enough to know what I'm doing, okay? So that shit would piss me off, and you're right to get pissed off. However, it's better to communicate. Simply sit this person down. You're like, hey, I understand where you're coming from, but please allow me to do this like this. This is where I'm coming from. It has to be open communication. Other than that, if the person you're trying to communicate to, they're not trying to listen to you, I'm so sorry, sweetheart, you're in a relationship with a control freak. They want to control your every detail in life, to even the way you think. And if you don't, if you're not quick to get it under control, it can easily get so toxic, to a point your partner can even get to a point of controlling your body, controlling the type of hair. Because I have seen girls who actually allow it to happen, and the man gets to a point of controlling them, to a point of, I never want to see you in anything but straight hair. So you see a girl, she's black, she never has braids on, and it's simply because they've let the partner go, okay? Yes, let's be in relationships, but let's not give too much power to our partners, okay? Because it can easily get toxic. It can easily get toxic. You can both start to take advantage of each other, okay? And you forget the whole point of why you got in the relationship together, why you started the relationship together. When usually, as far as I'm concerned, especially personally, if I get with someone like that, I'm with you like every good, like serious shit. So communicate. There's a way you can easily communicate calmly, without raising your voice, without shouting. Because once you start shouting, once your tone changes, immediately the message you are trying to put across gets lost in the emotions. Immediately, this person you're trying to communicate with is looking at you like, see, you can't even handle your emotions, you're a child. You're proving to this person of, yes, you're a child. And then he will look at you of, yes, I'm right to treat you like a child because you're acting like a child instead of communicating like an adult. That's the problem. So a lot of people don't really talk about this, but that's something that's happening in a lot of relationships where there's a huge age difference, okay? Which is fine. Like, do what works for you. If someone makes you happy, go for it, okay? Yes, tambra no muzegma with kureva sweet baby. Tunisa torbato tatwoski aboski wano boski. Okay? So it is what it is. So before you get into these age difference relationships, before you date a man older than you, before you date a woman older than you, I want you to keep in mind that this is something that happens, and you have to be ready to face it, because it's going to happen. I don't care how a lot of you say, oh, we are a mature pair, or it is simply natural. Oh yes, it is natural. It is what it is. So it's all about communication, and I just wanted to be able to talk about it. If there's anyone else who has been able to talk about this, great. But it's just something I'm glad I was able to like get the courage to talk about, because you know people can get emotional. They're like, how dare you categorize us? Because we are going to get that crowd, okay? So however, so understand that there is that you have to deal with it. How you deal with it, how you react to it will determine the relationship, okay? Before you get into a relationship with someone older than you, okay, please make sure it's something that you are actually ready for. Yes, do more research. Don't just date someone older because of all those crazy, stupid, superficial reasons, okay? Understand that, yes, age difference relationships can be good, and I get a lot of you girls are going to be like, but that is someone being caring and loving. No, honey. If you let it go unchecked, it can get toxic. Yes, it can get codependent. A relationship that is built on codependence is not okay. Or you can end up depending too much on him, or him thinking he can control every little detail of your life, which is not okay for a healthy, normal relationship, okay? So yes, get into these relationships, but make sure you're ready to maneuver such elephants in the room, okay? Because those are small little things you have to be able to work through as a couple, okay? So yes, get into them, but make sure you know exactly what you're signing up for. Yes, don't get into a relationship with an older man and suddenly start hitting him with, but this is not what I signed for, baby. He's an older man, he's an older woman. You knew exactly what you were signing for. So the best way to navigate this, if you're in an age difference relationship, whether you're dating a woman older than you, a man older than you, understand that at one point, however mature or open you are as a couple, at one point they will look at you like you're a child. At one point they will doubt your moves because they feel like, I'm older than you, I'm more experienced at life, okay? And then they forget that we all see life differently, or we all have things that work for us a different type of way, okay? So before you get into these relationships, be ready to be mature enough. Yes, because you have to be mature enough to communicate, okay? If the partner you're communicating to is not willing to listen, that means you're dealing with a narcissist who wants to control every aspect of your life, and chances are it's going to get abusive, and chances are it's already, because it starts off emotionally, because things like that, they start with, oh, don't wear that, your boobs are too big for that top. Don't. That's how it starts, okay? So if someone is not willing to hear you out, to understand where you're coming from, even simple communication is a problem. They're telling you that my way or no way, you're dealing with a narcissist, go and get you a new partner. There are very many men, very many women, all right? Yes. So communicate, make sure this is something you go into age difference relationships ready to dealing with. How you deal with it will determine on how beautiful or how bad the relationship will be, okay? Because usually this is something that actually makes the relationships go sour, because there's that friction, there's that passive aggressiveness around the whole discussion, okay? Instead of actually sitting and talking about it, because it's there. So instead of getting passive aggressive about it, discuss, sit and talk about it. Don't change your tone, don't shout, simply bring it as a conversation. If you're if both of you are adults willing to get in bed and have sex, you two adults can sit down and talk and communicate like civil citizens. Simple as that, okay? Now, if you are new here, thank you for watching the video, baby, okay? If you saw the video, it was recommended and you got curious and you're like, who is that chocolate girl, okay? And you came and watched the video and you're still watching the video, thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Don't forget to subscribe, baby. I am hoping I can give you more content this year, more outdoor content, so just subscribe, okay? Now that's it. that's something I just wanted to put out there, and we talk about it, okay? Because this is something that's actually affecting a lot of age difference relationships, simply because people don't want to talk about it, they want to avoid it. There's passive aggressiveness. So this is from me. My name is Tosha Wamwe. Again, thank you for watching. If you've subscribed, thank you so much. I wish you nothing but a happy, wonderful, prosperous new year 2022. See you in another video.